What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger are pretty much one of the most shipped couples in the Harry Potter universe. Fans were blown out of their wits when they finally shared a kiss in the last film, but what was happening in the minds of the actors was very different. Why Emma Watson hated kissing Rupert Grint on Harry Potter? Let's talk about it right now. Number 5. Hermione Granger and Ronald Weasley's kiss. It's no lie that Ron and Hermione were, as we've said, one of the most fan-favorite couples of the Harry Potter franchise, but the actors who played them didn't share the same feelings towards one another. The trope of the smart and reserved girl and funny yet clever boy was explored pretty deeply through these two characters. The climax of their relationship was reached in the second part of the Deathly Hallows, which was when Ron and Hermione finally shared an on-screen kiss. Sure, this made fans overjoyed, but Rupert Grint and Emma Watson weren't exactly thrilled about that whole experience. In a number of interviews, the actor and actress have talked about how bizarre it felt to shoot that scene. Even Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe, talked about his kissing scenes in the film, saying that they were pretty awkward to make. Number 4. What did Rupert Grint think about the kiss? One thing that everyone seems to gloss over is the fact that Rupert Grint and Emma Watson pretty much grew up together after joining the Harry Potter franchise. They were very young when the whole thing began. Even Rupert Grint wasn't all that comfortable with kissing Emma Watson, whom he regarded as his childhood friend, and it makes perfect sense when you think about it. In an interview that he gave to People in 2016, Rupert talked about how weird it was for him to share a kiss with Emma. I never looked back at that scene. I've known Emma since she was literally 9 years old, and we had this very brother-sister relationship, and it just felt very surreal. I have a memory of her face getting closer and closer, like, oh my god, I can't really remember anything apart from that, was what he had to say. Rupert said that there was one thing that he would do differently during that instance if he could go back in the past. One take was enough, he said. It was such a huge moment, and there was so much expectation, quite a lot of pressure actually, he further added. Number 3. Emma Watson's thoughts on the kiss. Rupert wasn't the only one who wasn't too much into the kiss, as Emma wasn't exactly on board with it as well. In an interview with Movies Ireland, she explained just how awkward the kiss was for her. It's purely the fact that he's like my brother, and we were both totally in the same boat. I'm sure he'll tell you exactly the same thing. It was very strange and very weird. Believe me, we both wanted it to be over equally as much as the other. It's honestly like kissing my brother. It was weird, said Emma. Another thing that made the situation even more awkward for the actors involved was that the shooting of the kissing was, well, complicated for a lack of a better term. Before we continue on with this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you are enjoying the video. Also, don't forget to press that bell icon so you don't miss any more of our upcoming content. Now let's get back to what we were talking about. Number 2. Emma Watson's 2011 Telegraph interview. In an older interview of Emma's, which took place back in July of 2011 by Telegraph, she was questioned about her kiss in the movie and whether Rupert was a better kisser than Daniel. She replied, "This is really difficult. I've got to try and be diplomatic. Kissing Rupert was awkward," Watson admitted. "We had just been soaked by an enormous bucket of water, which we had to pretend we didn't know was going to hit us." Emma wasn't really fond of Hermione's kissing scene with Harry either. She explained that it was really awkward as well, considering how she was half naked and covered in silver paint at the time. Emma ended the interview by saying they were both strange situations to be in, but both were complete gentlemen. It's completely hard to put our personal history to one side considering we grew up together, but once you've done it 4 or 5 times, it gets quite boring, so it definitely got easier. Number 1. Emma Watson's awkward kiss with Daniel Radcliffe. Well, when it comes to Daniel, he has a plethora of kissing scenes all through the Harry Potter movies, one of them being with Emma. In spite of having so many on-screen kisses, even he thought that the one with Emma was just strange. I've just been getting into so much trouble with Emma about this because apparently I said in an interview that she was like an animal. I thought it was going to be a kind of slow, sensual thing, and Emma really went for it, Daniel said in an interview. He further added that although it was kind of weird and a bit like kissing his own sister, he wasn't complaining. It was good, it was vigorous, I wasn't too freaked out, but it was a bigger deal for Emma. I think it usually is for most girls, he said.